And new at 5, it has been 1 year since Mayor Sylvester Turner made Troy Finner head of the city's police department.
That's right, and today the chief sat down one-on-one with our own Isiah Carey to address the rising crime problem and to talk about how he would grade himself after 1 year on the job.
After 1 full year in office, Chief Finner is quite aware the buck stops with him when it comes to crime in this city. But he says what we don't realize, statistically, crime is trending down in Houston.
I am announcing the appointment of Executive Assistant Chief Troy Finner as the city's next chief of police.
There's still a twinkle in the eye and genuine excitement that you can feel from Chief Troy Finner. But he realizes after a year on the job as top cop, the honeymoon is over and Houstonians want results.
Well, not good on grading myself, but there's always room to improve. So let's start with a B, maybe a B+, but I think the real judge should be the citizens of Houston.
And those citizens are watching. Houston is a big city with big city problems. As of April, we've recorded well over 100 murders. Finner knows he has his hands full, but he says it's not cut and dry.
They were saying, well, oh, it's the murder capital of the nation, and y'all ahead of Chicago, and so it was up 70% as compared to the previous year. Those numbers as today are down 10%. So we're trending in the right direction. I want to thank the mayor. I want to thank our other elected officials for stepping up and supporting the police department.
That support came in February when Mayor Sylvester Turner unveiled the $44 million One Safe plan to address crime in the city. It included a gun buyback program, an increase in police presence on the streets, and addressing the case backlog in the court system.
The backlog is a problem. And I'm not going to say it's not. It's well documented. But what's the cause of it? Nobody had to experience Hurricane Harvey like we did. And let me tell you what I'm talking about. It didn't wreck anybody else's criminal justice system. The criminal justice complex. It did. That was the start of the first backlog. So we're a couple of years ahead of it. And then COVID.
Finner says his goal is to take the criminals off the streets who are a threat to this city and your safety. But that will require something.
We need to increase our capacity in the county jails for those violent individuals that we're picking up, okay? We have to do that. And I'm not blaming anybody, but we have to do what we have to do. Again, low-level, nonviolent, drug treatment, suffering from mental illness, let's divert them and get them the services that they need. And that's a part of the One Safe Houston funding that the mayor has set out. Let's do that. But a revolving door, what you're asking about, there has to be consequences.
Now, coming up at 6 on the News Edge, we talked to Chief Finner about the revolving door that criminals go through here in Houston and how he wants it fixed. Reporting from HPD headquarters, Isiah Carey, Fox 26 News.